The owner of a Kimberly restaurant has been charged with human trafficking. 51-year-old Yen Meyer is facing 2 charges.
Homeland Security agents say 61-year-old Andrew Blaine Fields ran a drug den and sex trafficking ring out of his own home.
And each week, officers pull over 2 to 3 cars with young girls being transported from Atlanta for sex.
This young woman, only 18 years old, was essentially enslaved.
Both women forced against their will to perform sexual acts under dangerous and often life-threatening circumstances.
You can see where local business owners say they've seen girls as young as 11 years old.
Imagine being one of these women who, for most of her life, from a young age, has been taught that she's worth nothing. She's been told over and over again by her pimp, by her customers, by society that she has no worth, that her sole purpose in life is to service men multiple times a day. She's not someone who's treated as special. So just imagine coming in as a volunteer and meeting this woman and offering her a gift and showing her the love of Christ and saying the opposite. Telling her that she is worth something, that she is worth visiting, she's worth spending time with, and worth bringing a gift to, because we believe that God loves her and that we love her. So the first time I heard about human trafficking was about 3 years ago when I was overseas. I had no idea that something like this happened in America, and so I was overseas the first time that I heard about that. I spent some time in Thailand and the red light districts, and really came face to face with human trafficking for the first time. And then a couple months later, I returned home to Austin, where I grew up here, and realized that it was happening in my own backyard. I think the first time I realized that, I was living about 2 miles from a brothel. And the first time I discovered that was really shocking, to know that it's literally in plain sight. It is right here in our backyard. Slavery's here. I think most people are really shocked when we tell them that we do brothel outreach, and they wonder, how does that work, or how do you even get into a place like that? And my first answer is Jesus. We have this crazy favor from the Lord, where He has made it very clear that He wants us to minister to these women, and so He's really opened a lot of doors. Second, we bring gifts. Who doesn't love gifts? And so these women aren't people who receive gifts. They are often surprised when we come in saying, hey, we want to bring you this. We want to show you that that we love you. And so we fill different gift bags with things from nail polish to a deck of cards to really just a note of encouragement, and to really just see the look on their faces when they realize that we're not asking for anything in return. We're really just there to love on them and to bless them. My favorite part of our ministry, working with Redeemed, is that we really get to see Christ's redemption with these women. And in the midst of these really tragic stories, sometimes we get to see that. One of the women who came into the Redeemed Safe Home, actually, they met her when she was about 26, and she had been trafficked at about age 13. So she really had no skills. She didn't know how to unload a dishwasher. She didn't know the most basic of things, and really to see how far she's come, and how far she's progressed, and having heard about her story is physically seeing God's redemption through her. We have a great need for a lot of help around Austin, from creating gift bags that we take to the women when we visit the brothels. We have a great need for prayer. Nothing happens in our ministry without a prayer team, without prayer covering. We have a great need for volunteers who can help these women, who can come with us to do outreach. But beyond that, an even bigger need is a call to action. We can all agree that slavery is wrong, and that something needs to be done, but we really need to be the hands and feet of Jesus in our communities and stop this. It starts with one. It starts with one person, meeting one woman, showing the love of Christ. Whether it's a person in Bangkok, Thailand, or in North Austin, every single human being deserves to know the love and freedom of Jesus Christ.